Continental Europe, also referred to as mainland Europe or simply the continent, is the continent of Europe, explicitly excluding the islands of Europe. The most common definition of continental Europe excludes the Greek islands, Cyprus, Malta, Sicily, Sardinia, Corsica, the Balearic Islands, Iceland, Ireland, the United Kingdom and its dependencies. The Scandinavian peninsula is sometimes also excluded, mostly historically speaking, owing to its near physical detachment from the rest of the continent. Most definitions extend the boundaries of the continent to its standard boundaries: the Ural Mountains, the Ural River, the Caspian Sea, and the Caucasus Mountains. Used United Kingdom. In the United Kingdom, the continent is widely and generally used to refer to the mainland of Europe. An apocryphal British newspaper headline supposedly once read, "Fog in Channel, continent cut off." It has also been claimed that this was a regular weather forecast in Britain in the 1930s. In addition, the word Europe itself is also regularly used to mean Europe excluding the islands of Great Britain, Iceland, and Ireland. The term mainland Europe is also sometimes used. Derivatively, the adjective continental refers to the social practices of fashion of continental Europe as opposed to those of Britain. Examples include breakfast, topless sunbathing and, historically, long-range driving, often known as grand touring. Continental Europe, when compared to Britain, has numerous defined differences, both cultural and tangible. In Britain, different electrical plugs, different time zones for the most part, a different currency. The use of left-hand traffic justice in Ireland, Malta, and Cyprus are not using the metric system exclusively are a small selection. The United Kingdom is physically connected to continental Europe through the undersea Channel Tunnel, which accommodates both the Eurotunnel and Eurostar services. These services were established to transport passengers and vehicles through the tunnel on a 24/7 basis from the United Kingdom to continental Europe and vice versa, while still maintaining the appropriate passport and immigration control measures on both sides of the tunnel. In recent times, however, British and French authorities have had considerable trouble concerning illegal immigration into the United Kingdom on account of migrants mainly from Sudan, Syria, Libya and Eritrea among others. Scandinavia, especially in Germanic studies, continental refers to the European continent excluding the Scandinavian peninsula, Britain, Ireland, and Iceland. The reason for this is that although the Scandinavian peninsula is attached to continental Europe by Karelia and the like, it is usually reached by sea, not by land. Continenten is a vernacular Swedish expression that refers to the area excluding Sweden, Norway, and Finland but including Denmark and the rest of continental Europe. In Norway, similarly, one speaks about continentet as a separate entity, usually referring to Germany, France, Italy, Spain, Portugal, the Benelux countries, and such. However, technically the Scandinavian peninsula is accessible these days by train and road with several bridge-tunnel structures connecting Danish peninsula, Jutland to Scania in Sweden, without having to travel the long route through Russia, Mediterranean and Atlantic islands. The continent may sometimes refer to the continental part of Italy, the continental part of Spain, the continental part of France, the continental part of Portugal, or the continental part of Greece. The term is used from the perspective of the island residents of each country to describe the continental portion of the country of the continent as a whole.